We are making the best chicken salad recipe today. I'm super pumped to share this with you. As you can tell, I can't even speak. I am super picky when it comes to chicken salad. I've had it at restaurants. I've had it at like parties, gatherings. We perfected the best chicken salad recipe. So you don't want to miss today's video. Hey, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and we're on a mission to help families eat well on a budget. This recipe does exactly that. It's super simple and easy with just a few ingredients, and it has 4.98 stars. That's how good it is. You can get the full recipe linked in the description, or you can just go to our website, eatingonadime.com, and then search chicken salad, and it'll pull right up. The very first thing we need is green onions. Now, I chopped off the kind of gross ends out of here, and we're gonna finely chop this up. I'm just gonna lay them on top of each other, hold them together, and just run my knife through it. The trick when you're cutting up things is use a large knife and cut on the heaviest part of the knife. So don't cut down here, and it makes it a lot faster. We're gonna chop this up and throw it in the bowl. Now, my family was making fun of me because I was going on other chicken salads. But have you ever ordered a chicken salad sandwich, taken a bite, you're super pumped, and all it does is taste like mayonnaise? Not a fan. This recipe is not that. Promise you that. It's delicious every single time, and it tastes even better left over. So make a double batch and store it in your fridge to munch on throughout the week. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to do our celery. To clean the celery, you just have to get like a wet paper towel to get all the junk off. You don't have to do anything fancy. We're gonna get rid of you could leave that in there if you want to. But when we chop up celery, let me show you what we do. Now, some chicken salads, people will just cut them like this, but I actually like to chop mine just because you get more crunch with every bite. So I run my knife through it twice, so you have 3 little strips. I'm gonna do this on this one too. Move these out of the way. Then turn them and put them together with your knife, and then just run your knife, and you get these little bite-sized pieces. That way, in your chicken salad, you're getting a crunch with every bite. Now, of course, it is your preference if you want it finely chopped or more like slices, but this is just my preference. And I like a little crunch with every bite. We're just gonna throw that in the bowl, not the ball. Then we need some salt and some pepper. Now we're going to chop up some fresh dill. You could do dried dill. We need about a teaspoon-ish. I kind of eyeball it. But if you're gonna do dried dill, I would probably go for a half a teaspoon because it's not completely ground up, but it's still smaller and you don't wanna over flavor or overpower the sauce. So I'm just gonna do a quick fine chop. Then we're gonna scrape that up and add it in. Also for this recipe, you're going to need about 3 cups of cooked chicken. We have some chicken that has already been cooked that we're gonna chop up. I wanted to give you some tips about that. The chicken, when you cook it, you want it to be cold. So don't just cook it and then use it for the salad. You want it to be nice and cold before you mix it all in. So using leftover chicken or cooking it the day before and just letting it sit in the fridge. Plus it makes it easier for when you chop. Okay, So when you chop chicken, you're gonna wanna do a sawing motion, because if we just try to just push it down, the chicken kind of falls apart and you don't get those pretty cubes that you want in a chicken salad. Now granted, shredded chicken isn't gonna be terrible in a chicken salad, but a traditional chicken salad, it's cubed. I'm gonna take some of these a little bit smaller. And that's the other thing, is you get to pick when you make it your own how big you want your chicken pieces. Sometimes I get a chicken salad and the chicken bites are barely a bite, and I'm like, I need smaller because I want all that crunch and deliciousness with every bite, not just like one piece of chicken. But again, I'm picky. That's just my preference. We're just gonna toss this into the bowl. And we're already almost done, guys. This is how easy this is. Boom. Then we're going to add 3/4 a cup of mayonnaise. Get all of this out of here. And then some Dijon mustard. And remember, you can get the full recipe at eatingonadime.com. I want you to go check it out because we give you lots of tips and tricks, and you can actually save the recipe. It's a new feature we have, so that way you don't miss it. Now we're just stirring to combine everything together. Once it's stirred together, we're going to want to, I like to put it in the fridge to let all the flavors combine first. You might have noticed one thing missing or two things missing that you might like in your chicken salad, and that's grapes, or some people put, I believe it's pecans, that they like in their chicken salad. You can do that and you can add it right now. I definitely recommend the grapes. You got to cut them in halves, and then don't stir them in until right now after you've mixed everything together, because you don't want it to squish and make everything watery. So it wants to be gentle. And also with the pecans, I would add them in right now as well. Now, I like the recipe just as is, but pecans and grapes are delicious in a chicken salad as well. Now we're gonna go to the fridge. Just cover it or add a lid, and we're gonna stick it in the fridge for an hour to cool. Okay, it's fresh from the fridge, and now we're ready to serve. If you want it to be low carb, you can serve this on lettuce wraps, or just on lettuce, or eat it just as is. You can also serve it with crackers. I know that probably sounds weird, but a lot of people like chicken salad on crackers, but my favorite way is croissants. Okay, all we have to do is cut these. I'm gonna show you a little trick for that, and then I'm gonna show you how we assemble the way I like my chicken salad sandwiches. Okay, I'm gonna move this aside. We're gonna get our cutting board back out, and this is the knife I was using, but we're gonna switch to this knife. And I don't know if you can see, but it has the bumpy edges. It's called a serrated knife. But the bumpy edges make cutting any kind of bread easier. Now, most croissants just come like this, but sometimes you can actually get them pre-sliced. But if you don't, that's okay. You're gonna put your hand on top, the serrated knife, and just keep your hand on top, and you just keep sawing it. Ta-da! It's beautiful every single time. These are some huge croissants, and I'm here for it. Ta-da! Okay, I know you like my sound effects. Next we need is some romaine lettuce. Some of these are looking a little not good on the outside. I'm just gonna cut off a couple pieces. And we kind of like to do just a whole piece right on top. So when you bite into it, they're like pieces aren't falling off. So if you put like a shredded lettuce on there, it's just gonna fall apart. So I'm just going to kind of cut it to size. That's just my personal preference. Like so. Beautiful. Then we're gonna scoop on some chicken salad. This recipe should make 6 chicken salads, you know, depending on the size of your croissants. Now these croissants are huge, so they might not make quite as many, but look at that. Hello. Oh, I'm so excited to try it. Oh, the lettuce on there, don't skip that part because it adds one extra layer of crunch. Friends, they're so cute and they're delicious. Gotta take a bite. Can't wait any longer. That's so good. Perfect amount of mayo with the mustard and the crunch. I love a good crunch in my salad. If not, I feel like it just tastes like a soggy mess. Now, remember, you can get the full recipe. Yes, I have some face. I'm fine with it. It's so good, it's all over my face. Okay, you can get the full recipe linked in the description or by going to eatingonadime.com. But don't forget, like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our fun recipes. I love hanging out with you in my kitchen, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.